This is JMR Geography Lesson 16, The Well of Jacob. And we are working with Regional Study Map 3, the Northern and Central Arenas, and Regional Study Map 5, Galilee and the Jezreel Valley. On Regional Study Map 3, when we did Lesson 3, A Journey to the Hill Country of Judah, we highlighted the route from Nazareth down through the hill country to En Karam. And in this lesson, we're going to be placing green sweeping arrows to represent the journey of the Master, green being the color we will use with our Master's movements. So representing the journey of the Master north as he returned to Nazareth and on to Canaan. I did ask you to highlight certain sites along the way that have biblical history. We highlighted Gibeah, Ramah, Mitzpah, Zemaraim, Bethel, Jeshanah, and then on up to highlight Shechem and Sychar, and Tirzah, Bezek, Beit Hagan. So these are sites that we highlighted. And then we drew in these arrows. You'll simply be following along your yellow line beside the road, your yellow highlight along the road. And we'll be stopping the first night at Anuwathu Borkeas, and then half a day's walk into Sychar, and we'll be discussing Mount Gerizim and Mount Ebal. We'll also have you highlight those, and I had you highlight, I don't have it highlighted on mine here, but Baal Hatzor is just south of Yeshana. So as we go north, I'm going to, I could follow any number of themes or stories, accounts from the Bible, but I'm going to be picking out the theme of kingship, and we're going to talk about kingship as we go north, and that's what we'll be developing in the PDF. And so that's our work here. When we get up far enough north, or after we leave Sychar, the third day we'll be up to Beit Hagan, and then from Beit Hagan up to Nazareth. We will not continue on to Canaan on this map because we'll want to save this map as much as we can. We'll put that onto map 5. So on map 5, you have already highlighted Nazareth and Cana, so that we don't need to highlight those pieces. But I discussed the fact that we don't have any routes that pass through Nazareth because there are no real natural roads. People go where they had to go, but if you didn't have to go to a difficult area, you didn't go to a difficult area. So I'm asking you to spend a little time saying, how would I get from Nazareth to Cana? And I comment on some things that you should avoid, like crossing canyons, hills, and even muddy fields. In my marking, I decided to assume that we didn't have any heavy rains in the spring fields. We're not spring fields anymore. We're actually well advanced into the harvest, and so I think that we can cross the field. So I went ahead and did that. But you'll have some instructions as how I take you off Nazareth and make my way to Cana with the least difficulty. All right, enjoy the maps, and a good week.